There is an animal on this earth that has been declared, officially, in writing, by the Guinness World Records, the most fearless creature alive. It is not the lion, it is not the wolf, it is not the crocodile or the great white shark or the grizzly bear. It is a small, stocky, black and white animal that looks, at first glance, like something you might find waddling around a garden. It weighs 12 pounds. It stands about 10 inches tall. And it has, over the course of its extraordinary life, fought off lions, driven leopards from their kills, survived cobra bites that would kill a horse, and on more than one documented occasion, knocked a martial eagle clean out of the sky. Welcome to wild surge life. This is the honey badger. And nobody told it what it was supposed to be afraid of. Let us start with the basics. Because the honey badger is not just brave. It is built for war in ways that most animals are not. Its skin is the first thing. Thick, loose, rubbery, so tough that porcupine quills cannot penetrate it. So loose on its body that if a predator grabs it from behind, the honey badger can turn completely around inside its own skin and bite whatever is holding it. Imagine trying to hold something that can rotate 360 degrees inside its own body. This is what lions deal with when they make the mistake of grabbing a honey badger. Its claws are the second thing. Long, curved, powerful enough to tear through concrete. Honey badgers dig fast and deep as a primary survival strategy. They can excavate a burrow in minutes. They have been documented digging through asphalt. Yes, road surface. Because the honey badger decided it needed to go somewhere, and the road was in the way. Its venom resistance is the third thing. And this is where the honey badger becomes truly extraordinary. Honey badgers are partially immune to the venom of cobras, one of the most toxic snakes on Earth. When a cobra bites a honey badger, it does not die. It passes out for a few minutes. Then it wakes up, finds the cobra, and eats it. Scientists are still not entirely sure how this works. The honey badger's body chemistry is simply different from everything else. It is as if nature spent millions of years designing an animal specifically to survive things that should be impossible to survive. And then there is the attitude. This is the thing that makes the honey badger unique beyond its physical adaptations. Other animals run when outmatched. Other animals calculate odds and retreat when the numbers are against them. The honey badger does not do this. It appears to be constitutionally incapable of backing down. Scientists who have studied honey badgers in the wild describe watching a 12-pound animal charge a full-grown lion. Not because the honey badger could win, but because the lion was near its food and that was simply not acceptable. The lion moved. But the honey badger is not just a fighter. It is also one of the most intelligent animals in Africa. Scientists have documented honey badgers using tools, picking up logs and rocks to stand on when they cannot reach something they want. They have been filmed opening latched boxes, solving puzzle feeders, and finding creative solutions to problems that stump most other animals of similar size. In captivity, honey badgers have been known to escape from enclosures that their keepers believed were completely secure, by stacking objects, unlocking gates, and finding weaknesses in fencing that no one anticipated. One famous honey badger named Stoffel, kept at a wildlife sanctuary in South Africa, became legendary for his escapes. He climbed walls using mud he packed himself. He used a rake left accidentally in his enclosure as a ladder. When his keeper removed everything that could be used as a tool, Stoffel simply used his female companion as a step stool, climbing on her back to reach the top of the wall. The sanctuary eventually had to build a specially designed enclosure with an electric fence and an overhang just to contain one 12-pound animal. This combination, fearlessness plus intelligence, makes the honey badger something genuinely unusual in the animal kingdom. Most dangerous animals are dangerous because of size, or speed, or venom, or numbers. The honey badger is dangerous because it thinks, it problem solves, it remembers, and it absolutely, categorically refuses to accept any situation as hopeless. Now, the eagle. Today, on the African grassland, a martial eagle is hunting. The martial eagle is one of the most powerful birds of prey in Africa. Wingspan over 6 feet. Talons that can pierce a skull. It hunts from high altitude, dropping from the sky at speeds that give its prey almost no time to react. It has been documented killing monitor lizards, small antelopes, and even young baboons. It has spotted a honey badger moving through the dry grass below. From above, it looks like an easy meal. Small, slow-moving. Distracted by something in the grass, the eagle folds its wings, begins its dive. 200 feet, 150. It hits the honey badger from above with its full weight and momentum, talons locking into the thick, loose skin. And then something goes wrong. Very wrong. The honey badger does not panic. It does not freeze. It does not cry out. It turns. Inside its own skin, exactly as described, rotating to face its attacker while the attacker is still holding it. The eagle has never experienced anything like this. It releases instinctively, losing its grip in confusion. And the honey badger bites. Once. Hard. On the eagle's leg. The eagle screams and launches back into the air, climbing desperately away from whatever just happened on the ground below. It circles once at altitude. Then it leaves. It will not be returning. The honey badger watches it go. Then it goes back to what it was doing before. As if nothing happened. As if being attacked by a 6-foot wingspan eagle from 200 feet at terminal velocity is simply a minor inconvenience. This is not a one-time event. Honey badgers have been documented in this kind of confrontation with martial eagles multiple times. The outcome is almost always the same. The eagle leaves. The honey badger continues its day. There is a theory about why this works. Predators learn. When an animal causes enough pain and unpredictability in enough encounters, word spreads through experience and avoidance. Lions in areas with high honey badger populations have been documented actively walking around them rather than engaging. Not because they cannot win, but because the cost of winning is too high. A honey badger will bite you somewhere important. It will not stop. And nothing you do will make it stop until it decides to stop. It is simply not worth it. And so the honey badger moves through the African grassland largely unbothered. Not because it is the biggest. Not because it is the fastest. Not because it is the strongest, but because every predator on this continent has learned, through painful experience or inherited caution, that engaging with this small black and white animal is a decision. You will regret. It eats what it wants. It goes where it wants. It sleeps when it wants. It is, in its own strange and furious way, completely free. Here on Wild Surge Life, we think the honey badger carries a lesson that goes beyond the African grassland. There is something in this small, furious animal, this 12-pound creature that looks a lion in the eye and finds the lion wanting, that speaks to something very fundamental. About survival, about the relationship between size and courage, about what happens when an animal simply refuses to accept the role that nature seems to have assigned it. Nobody told the honey badger it was supposed to lose, and so it never learned how. Subscribe to Wild Surge Life for more incredible stories from the wild world. Because out there, the most extraordinary animals are not always the biggest. Sometimes, they are the ones that simply refuse to quit. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay curious.